everybody. Hi, girls. So, I have drugs for the chef. So, what I need to do is calculate the dosage. Ew. Alright, dosage. Where's my spreadsheet? Okay. Hi, girls. Oh, you're feeling better, aren't you? Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, so cute. You don't get any meds. Ugh. Alright, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Girls. Okay. So, okay. 10 mg per kg. Let's see how much you weigh. So, I'm giving Chef her first dose of doxycycline for her mycoplasma infection. In case you've missed it, her PCR came back positive for mycoplasma, which is a bacterial infection transmitted by fleas, most likely in this case. 3.9 scale. Alright, let's say 3.95. Good girl. So, what day is today? 10/6. Oops. Okay, so it's something that you may not see symptoms for several weeks after the infection happens. Basically, if she got bitten by an infected flea before she came to lapse, so it could have been just in there incubating, and now it's built up enough that she's actually showing symptoms, which are the kind of, you notice she's been sleeping a lot, she's not been very active. Oh, is it not broadcasting right now? I mean, it says it's broadcasting over here. Alright, well, I've been talking to nobody. board. So, Chef had one of her PCR tests came back yesterday positive for something called mycoplasma, which is transmitted by infected fleas. So likely she was bitten by an infected flea before she came to laps, and it can take several weeks for symptoms to show. So she started having kind of a low-grade fever that came and went up and down, and she was somewhat subdued or depressed. And the limping, she was limping in her hind leg, and then started limping on her front leg, and you probably noticed she kind of got up. It looked like she was kind of an old lady when she was getting up, she was a little sore, and just kind of walking carefully. So mycoplasma can have lots of different symptoms, but those are some of them. And so Dr. Ferguson was smart enough to take some blood samples and run some tests to determine if there was a viral or bacterial component to what was going on with her, and so found out that the mycoplasma is the cause of all that. So it's very good to have a diagnosis that we can treat. And so we're going to treat with doxycycline, which is an antibiotic, for 14 days. Mycoplasma is something that is not treated by other antibiotics. So like the Convenia injection that she had earlier and some other things would not have affected it. So the doxycycline is able to kill the bacteria, which is good. She should be able to recover fully, which is excellent. It's the sort of thing that can actually be fatal if it's not treated. So it's very good that she made it to laps, and that we caught it, and because it's one of those things that the symptoms come and go. Like, she's acting actually pretty normal right now. So if you see limping come and go, sometimes you would just think, oh, she, landed funny after jumping off the cat tree or something, and you might not think to get it checked out, but luckily we did not send her home with the mysterious, strange symptoms or anything like that. So she will get treated, and I'm just calculating the dosage. The dosage is based on weight, so she weighed 3.95 kilograms, and it is 10 mg per kg. So All right. So 0.79 of a milliliter. Okay. Okie dokie. So I have given them their breakfast, so she will have some food in there. All right, 0.79. Perfect. Alright, so we'll see how she is about meds. I suspect she's not going to be super excited. Hi, and Miss PK is my assistant at all times. Very helpful. Oh, let's see. We've got a picture of that. Oh, I see what happened. All right, here. So I know this is gonna look really awkward, but I sometimes do this thing where, hi, I know, good girl, a little more. If they don't like to take meds, sometimes you can sort of, good girl, almost done, a little more, swallow. She's stubborn. You can kind of, oh, swallow. No, you have to swallow. Oh, is this one of those yucky meds? Yeah, come on, I know. Good girl. How about some? You have to take it all. Here you go. Swallow. Go on now. Swallow. I'm going to get mycoplasma. We'll do some water. Good girl. You swallow? Good girl. Thank you. So, done. So she's not super excited about getting meds. They must not taste very good, but that's doable. I'm going to just go wash my finger because she sort of got me a little bit because I was kind of being stupid there for a minute. I gave her a little food on my finger, and she sort of like chomped a little bit. Totally my fault. But I am going to, there we go, just swipe it. What's this? So it's a bit clean. Good girl. What a good girl. She's like, you put yucky stuff in my mouth, and it was really gross. Alright, so, we shall see. Hopefully she will start feeling better soon. I am interested to see if she gets all crazy like TK, and if she's just been in mommy mode and then not feeling so great. Or maybe she is a little bit more of a calming influence of a cat. But we'll see. We have seen some frisky moments from her. Oh, you're so cute. Here, this is what we attack when we get excited. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're gonna be feeling better in no time. So, so she's getting the liquid form of the meds, which so we don't have to worry about getting stuck or anything like that. But TK was the same way, very stubborn. You get it in her the first time, but then once she knew what was happening, she was like, I know what you're up to. I will outsmart you. But I won. So, and then I've seen some questions about whether some concern about whether the others need testing. So Dr. Ferguson is consulting with some experts, specialists, just to double check. She said that so far the consensus has been that the others do not need to be tested unless they start showing symptoms. They would have had to have been bitten by the same infected fleas, and then they would have had to not have, fought off the infection on their own. Chef was definitely she was very skinny when she came in, and the other two were not as bad. He's so funny. And none. Obviously, TK is feeling just fine. So at this point, we're not going to get everybody else tested, but she's going to confirm and make sure, and then obviously we'll let all the families know what to look for in case any of the symptoms do show up. So it's good again that we know what to look out for. I can imagine so many animals get adopted, or like if you get a kitten off of Craigslist or from the box outside of Walmart or whatever. How many things you could be bringing home that you don't know about. It's a little bit daunting, but I think we've seen some of the more extreme cases here at Tiny Kittens HQ, for sure. But it's just good in general to learn to be observant of your cats and get to know their personalities and have them checked out at the vet every year at least, or if you suspect any weirdness. Because then you can catch stuff. Then you know what's normal and when it becomes not normal, and you can catch stuff like this in time. See, TK approves. Oh, you got me in my finger because I was giving you food in a not smart way. Yep, something Dr. Ferguson has said, that she's amazed that she has never seen a live ear mite on a lapsed cat or kitten that she's seen. And she said she's never, like working with other shelters, she's never experienced a zero living ear mites, because we treat every single cat on intake for ear mites, fleas, we deworm, all that stuff. So we do try to do all of the reasonable stuff on intake and make sure that we are battling parasites and keeping on top of that, so that we're sending home healthy animals. So I will also have to talk to, I think we're going to wait and see how Chef reacts to the meds for a couple of days, and then we will talk about rabies vaccines and border crossings and all of that. And TK's human is super awesome, and she wants us to do whatever's best for the girls. So we will see. It just depends. It just depends on how she's doing and whether Dr. Ferguson feels comfortable, feels like it's safe to give them the vaccine and the microchip. At what point she thinks that that's a good idea. So we will see. So that's the latest, right, Miss TK? As long as you've got your little kicker. So they will be on the cam for at least, a couple more days, I would think. Although I know that their new human is anxious to get them home, and I'm always anxious to get them home. Hi, Miss TK. Hello. All right. That's a really exciting one. That was some really exuberant kicking. She is hilarious. You're hilarious. I wonder if your sister's gonna be hilarious and be crazy like you when she does better. Or if she's the one with the common sense. Alright. So that's the latest. Everybody here is in good shape. I've not heard from Lil P and Marby's people. They were gonna try to post photos on the Tiny Kittens page, but she wasn't sure how to do it, so I'm not sure. Not sure. I haven't seen anything yet from them, but we shall see. So I'm going to. Alright, so this needs to go in the fridge. Alright, girls, enjoy your morning. See you later, humans. Oh, hi, buddy.